Alright, boys, time to lose a couple brain cells. Today on Caught in the Cradle, we have a couple cards. I am using a laptop this time. Rather, better laptop. I still haven't gotten a new one, but these three cards might be relevant, and we'll go into that later. Let's get into the cards. So there was 5 cards revealed this week, starting with Turbulent Signal, a grade 1 common, it's in my eye, with an interesting ability. He has the ability to act rearguard circle, cost counterblast 1, retire this unit, put the top card of your opponent's deck into the drop zone, choose one of your opponent's rearguards without any cradle marker for each of that grade of the for each grade of that card, and put a cradle marker on it. That unit loses the ability, cradle marker stuff. I don't love this, and I'm glad that it's a common. I do like that it can create cradles, and that's good and all, because we need more cradle marker creators. We don't need cradle marker creators. We need things that can abuse cradle markers, probably, or force call to make it so that way we can vomit up a cradle marker, because that's the way we live our lives. So he's not amazing. I could definitely see him being run in the Colio build, and I could maybe see him being a spicy one of tech type beat thing. One of only in the Gridora deck. I do love his art. He's a cute little DJ bug. He's a little lightning bug, obviously. He's super cute. He's got a little backwards cap on. His eyes are glowing. He's like, I'm flying. Love his art. It's cute. I would rate it a 9 out of 10. He's got a little mouth open. I do like that. I like that. That's pretty good. So going on to the second card that we had revealed, hitting Mutant, Horde Jewel. Nothing special. He's vanilla 12k grade 2. That's it for the whole talk about his skill. So his art's pretty cool. It actually reminds me a lot of the old grade 3 Mantis art, not ability, because that's kind of what it looked like, right? It's pretty cool. So I do like the art. For obvious reasons. What, my neighbors are weird. Neighbors are doing some weird stuff. Anyways, I do like the art. Not my favorite. I don't like the background color scheme, but I do like the way the background looks, because I can appreciate that. So I would rate it a 5 out of 10 on my personal opinion for the art. Ability, definitely a 0 out of 10. Bad ability. Why would you run that? So now we've got the card, the spicy one of tech. Shredding Mutant Kill Trash. This boy has the ability Vanguard Circle only, act. Cost Counterblast 2 and rest this unit. What? And your opponent cannot stand his or her rear guards during his or her next stand phase. That's it. That's the whole card. It's so weak. It is so bad. So bad. The art, on the other hand, is sick. It's so cool. We've got the big old pincer blade weapon and the 2 swords and the hood. He's sick looking, and I wish he was a usable card. I really do, because that'd be dope. 8 out of 10 on his art. It's super cool. Background mixes very well with the foreground and all that jazz. I like it. Going on to Machining Scatter. Whoa. Hold on. I'm missing a card. Hold on. My bad. So there's 6 cards this week, not 5. I just didn't have Machining Cybister open. And honestly, when I first saw him, I can't read Japanese, obviously, so I couldn't be like, oh, Cybister. I thought it was going to be Machining Dive Beetle 2.0 or whatever, because like we already have one of those. But no, it's Cybister, I guess. I don't actually know what that means. So he's a grade 1 8K common with the ability Auto Rearguard Circle when rested by your card's ability. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck. Call up to 1 card with Machining in its card name from among them to Rearguard Circle and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. This ability may only be used by a card with the same card name once per turn. This ability is really good in Standard. Or not Standard, in Machinings, rather, specifically. If you know anything about Machinings, they have units that rest their own units and then eventually stand them to gain big buffs and sometimes minus the opponent. So, really, really strong ability right there, because that is just, oh, I'm going to rest my rearguard real quick and then gain another rearguard. Possibly. You have to have a lot of Machinings that you run in your deck, and I think we can do that in Standard, but I know for certain we can do that in Premium. No, yeah, we can do that in Standard too. So, I love this ability. It kind of reminds me of, like, Romy from Pale Moon Silverthorn, you know, but, like, Machining's version. So, that's pretty cool. And then his art, I love it. He's this dorky little bug. It's cute, underwater. Yeah. 9 out of 10. Dorky little bug boy. Alright, now on to Machining Scatterhorn. Sorry, apologies, that is embarrassing. I will never do that again. Machining Scatterhorn. His ability, by the way, he takes up a double rare slot. When I first saw this ability, I was so excited. I was like, the Machining support could be good. Could be good. And I was excited. So his ability, Auto Rearguard, Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle. When placed from hand, obviously, because they can place cards from their soul, from Machining. Look at 6 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Machining in its card name, other than a grade 2, from among them. Put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. If you put a card into your hand, put a card from your hand into your soul. So it's not free plussing. I mean, it's free plussing. And really good, because, like, you can do that and then, like, put a grade 3 to your soul and then first ride D-Wall. That's pretty strong. Or first ride Colio, but, like, with the guard restrictability active as well. So you'd have to run Machining units for it. I don't think it's going to be all too, like, amazing, but that ability made me excited for Machining, right? It's like, it's just better than Mantis, because Mantis is a counterblast plus 6k, which is cool, but like it still costs a counterblast, and counterblast is something that everything uses in Machining. So then it's got a second ability, Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle, Soul Blast 1 once per turn. Rest a rearguard with Machining in its card name. So let's say you rested Cybister, and then you free plus to your field, but that happens after this ability resolves. Choose one of your opponent's rearguards, and that unit cannot stand during your opponent's next stand phase. So you can effectively snipe your opponent's very useful rearguards, like, I don't know, MLB. You know, let's just throw that out there, because MLB on Rearguard Circle gets a crit, and that's pretty effective. So, pretty big brain to use this, and then rest your Cybister, make your opponent's rearguards not be able to stand, and then get free field for it. So, you can do this turn 2. So if they call stuff out on you on turn 2, you can free plus for it. Almost free plus. It's pretty free. So that's pretty cool. I love the ability, and I was super excited. I was like, oh, Machining, because I love Machining. I think the deck's so cool, and I want them to do something good with it. So then, his card art is super cool. I love the yellow and the black for the lasers. It looks dope. His character design is a little funny, and it's kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, that's his face, but, you know, I like the whites and the yellows and the blacks. They all mix together very nice. He has, like, 6 arms, 2 legs, and I think what I'm looking at is his face, and if it is his face, it looks pretty cool. I would definitely rate it an 8 out of 10, mostly because it's super busy. Now I get to the triple rare slot that was taken up. Machining Meteo Bullet. The unit I was hoping was gonna be Despot. Because they've been reprinting some strides as like grade 3 units. I don't know if you know that, but Dragheart Luard is the only Luard that was actually a grade 3 that was reprinted in this set. Okay, anyways. Getting onto my Machining Meteo Bullet boy. He has the ability Continuous Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle. Very useful. If you have 5 or more rear guards, all of your rear guards with machining in their card name get boost. So it's like Caro for Bermudas, but for machining specific. And then Vanguard Circle, Rearguard Circle act once per turn. Cost rest another rearguard with machining in its card name, and this unit gets power plus 10,000. So it's a 22k beat stick that gives your other machining units boost. Okay, I can see things coming from that, right? Right? Exactly. Come on. So anyways, Machining Meteo Bullet is really cool, and I want to talk about his ability in Premium and Standard, but I do think it's a decent ability. We'll go over that in just a second. Let's talk about the art. His art is really confusing. There's green, and there's what looks like a meteor. I can see claws, arms, legs. I don't see a head. I don't know why. Because, like, oh wait, no, I see his head. Oh, he's hunched up. He's like, ha! Anyways, so I think he could be a decent unit. As could all of the others, but let's talk about Meteo Bullet specifically. So Meteo Bullet, and I've already started playtesting in Premium, is a pretty strong unit, as he gives your other machining units boost and becomes a 22k beat stick. I don't know if you guys know about this card, but let me grab my playtesting deck. Let's grab... I should have had these already in my hand. Yeah, okay. These 4 units. So, Stag Beetle, Protect Marker, calls crap from Soul. Princess, restands other units. Hornet, Mosquito, not Hornet. MK2, on hit, pressure, restand, and an 11k beat stick. I say beat stick, but it's 11. It hits magic numbers on occasion. Gives your units plus 5k, all of them, or forces your opponent to only be able to stand 2 units during their stand phase. Alright, now, Machining Princess can restand this new unit that is a 22k, or you can have the 22k attack, restand it, and then have a 22k booster for it, making it a 44k column, right? Machining Despot stands all of my other units. So, for each of those 2 grade 3s, they can literally just rest each other. Machining Princess has a second ability where she can rest herself to give one of my other rear guards plus 3k. So I can give the other rear guard, or the grade 3 plus 3k. Despot's ability to restand Machining Princess and the grade 3s. Use Machining Princess again because it's not once per turn. And then he gains another 3k. And then Machining Princess's ability counterblast 1 stand, and then at the end of the battle she attacks, restand one of my machining rear guards. Pretty good. Machining Destroyer does what Despot does, but it doesn't stand my rear guards and it paralyzes your vanguard. I don't think he's going to be too useful. This guy's going to be the star of the show, but he looks sick. You know, he's super cool looking. Now, this card could come in handy, and I will explain why right now and then eventually do a deck profile, and we'll talk about it more there. Right now, I'm thinking I can do a machining premium build pretty easily that hits 40 some odd 4 times in a row. First stride, so it's pretty big numbers. Gets free field, and then strides Deprenor to make your opponent think, oh, I should just waste all my G-guards now. And then does it again next turn. So, I think that's a pretty cool thing. I would like to see where I can take this, and I will post my findings here on YouTube soon. Colio, Gridora, machining lists for standard and premium will be coming out in the future. Leave a comment if you want to see Pale Moon and Neo Nectar stuff as well. Alright, peace.